I'm Anil Kumar, and in this example, we will learn how to write area model to multiply fractions. And here you can see that there is more than one rectangle, right? The big rectangle. That means we are working with improper fractions. I hope you understand the concept. So there's more than one rectangle, so therefore we are working with improper fractions. Keep that in mind, right? So this is a case of improper fractions. How did we find it? Since product of rows and columns will give you the area, and we have more than one rectangle, correct? Now to find what are these two improper fractions, what can we do? We'll analyze only one rectangle to find the denominators. So we analyze a rectangle, so only one, rectangle, to find what? To find denominators. As you know, fraction is numerator over denominator, correct? So let's see. For rows 1, 2, 3, 4. So every row is equally divided into 4 parts, correct? That is correct. As far as the columns are concerned, we have how many parts? Let me write down. Okay, let's write down here itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as far as the columns are concerned, we have 5 columns, correct? Area is rows into columns. And what is fraction? Fraction is part over whole. So we have in one rectangle 4 rows and 5 columns. So let me write down here. We have 4 rows and let me write 5 columns. Okay, so that becomes the denominator. Now, what fraction will this area represent? For that, we have to simply count how many rows have been shaded. So let's count. So this yellow thing seems to be shading of the rows, since that goes till the end. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 have been shaded. Since 7 is greater than 4, we had to draw another rectangle, right? So 3 from the other rectangle. So 1 whole and 3 out of 4, that is 7, right? 7 over 4. Similarly, let us now count the number of columns shaded. Now the portion shown is the common, that is 7 out of 4 of these many. So each is 1/5, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we get the number 8. So 8 columns are shaded. Do you see that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And therefore, the area of the portion which is being represented here, so we're talking about this whole area. Do you see that? This whole area is product of these two, and that is how we write our multiplication sentence. So we can write this as 7 out of 4 times 8 out of 5. Now how to get the answer? Now the answer is, when you do 4 times 5, you get the denominator, and that is 4 times 5 is 20. So what you really find is, we get denominator from one rectangle. Analyze a rectangle for denominator, and then you also analyze by number of equal parts. Is that okay? So in this we have 4 times 5, or you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So in all there are 20 parts here. Do you see that? So that 20 is there. Total number of parts, right? Now, the numerator is how many of these are shaded. So we just count in 20 here. We can continue. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So we get number 56. 56 also is 7 times 8. So that's a way to multiply improper fractions. So what you get here is the multiplication sentence. Another way to get 56 was count each individual groups and add them up, right? So here we have 5 times 3, which is 15, correct? Here we have 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 12. And here we have 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, that is 9. So when you add all these, that is when you do 20 plus 15 plus 12 plus 9, what do you get? 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 5 is 16, 6, 1. Then you get 3, 4, 5, 56, right? So that is how you get it. So this is the multiplication sentence, which represents the product of two improper fractions. If you want, you can always write this as a mixed number, right? To write it as a mixed number, we'll divide 56 by 20, right? So it goes 2 times. 2 times 20 is 40. When you take away 40, you get 16. So you get 16 over 20, right? This is what you get. Now, I'm not getting it into other details, that is to write this number in the simplest form. Let me do it and not explain you how. Well, we have 2 wholes and 16 out of 20 both can be divided by 4. You're right. So we get 4 over 5. So that is the simplest form in which you could have written the product. Well, the question here was write multiplication sentence modeled by the shaded region. So this particular sentence which we wrote is good enough, right? So this is good enough for the time being, correct? Okay, let me highlight this. But in case you have the question extended, find the area in lowest terms, then that was your answer, correct? So that is how you have to understand and answer this question. I hope this method is clear enough to understand this very important concept of multiplying improper fractions. Thank you and all the best.